want to talk about in a press conference in England before a game against Chelsea, to be honest. So if I have to say something to Mario, then I call him. So, and I don't talk about him. Absolutely nothing to say.
One game.
Good question, huh? Yeah. Thank you.
I have to ask you.
You have to. Who sent you with these questions?
Well,
it's
actually,
not. But he's not your friend. Believe me.
I also had a request from Sky Germany about it as well, actually, because they're obviously interested in your take on it.
Yeah, I can say it in German again.
You've said often enough one game at a time, but I just wonder then, when you look at the games that you've got coming up against Chelsea, how do you contrast the importance of a game in the Cup with a league game at the weekend with a side that is just a couple of points behind you?
We should completely ignore the game on Saturday because it's nothing to do with that. It's a completely different competition. It's a coincidence that we play them and a few days later again. But whoever we would have played tomorrow night, after the game tomorrow night, we would start to prepare the game on Saturday, and that's exactly like we do it now. In the moment, we think only about tomorrow night. It's a competition we like. We said we showed that, especially my first season. Does not work always out. It's a difficult draw for both teams. It's not that you think, come on, in the first 2-3 rounds you go through somehow, and from the semis on it starts getting exciting. No, again, nice wheelie in the competition, and so now we want to show that we are ready for that as well. That's all. It's a home game. It's floodlights. So I like it. It's in a very strong side. Will be really interesting.
I'll ask you about team selections again, though, because it is the Cup. Is this an opportunity maybe to give Fabinho his first competitive start, and maybe also an opportunity to give Simon Mignolet some game time this season?
The only position I will confirm today, which we will change if nothing happens in training, is Simon. Simon will start. All the rest, you have to wait until tomorrow, but it will be a good team, believe me. So, nothing else to say about lineup on who can have whatever opportunity. Each game is an opportunity. It's all about is the situation for it, is the player ready, there are different things you have to consider when you think about a lineup, obviously, and especially for a cup game like this as well. So, but will be a very good side which we will line up tomorrow.
Simon? How has Simon been for you then? Because I know he was
brilliant.
Why?
It was brilliant. Yes, it was. How you can imagine it? It's a transfer window time is one of two moments in a year when you can make decisions about going somewhere, so or bringing players in, whatever. And yes, Simon would have been ready to go to another club to be the number one wherever in the world. So, and that was clear, but we couldn't do it. And since then he's brilliant. So he trains fantastic. It's all good, and he deserves that game absolutely tomorrow. And I'm really happy to give him that opportunity. That's all.
So, how confident or happy are you now then with your entire squad attacking all 4 competitions that you've got this season?
I'm not sure if that's possible, to be honest, but we will, because it's only the job to do. But there was never a team who won all 4, right, for different reasons. So especially, I think, with Carabao Cup and FA Cup and Europe and Premier League I think it must be February or so. I think FA and Premier League hope that nobody goes through in all competitions, because then they have no idea how to deal with it. So, because then you have not enough days. I remember my first year here, when if we would have won against West Ham, I think maybe we would have played Monday, Wednesday, Friday or something like that. So, very funny. But it's not about the other 3 competitions tomorrow night. It's exactly 1 competition we have to play, not 4. And so that's how we will take it, with all concentration, with all focus, with all intensity. Normal game. People are hopefully coming to the stadium, so it's all there what you need, and so let's exactly do it like that.
Juliet?
But Jurgen, with it being the 4th game in the space of 12 games, you said Simon. you've confirmed that. Is this an opportunity, though, to rest other players as well, bearing in mind this... Okay. One. Is it not wholesale change, but will there be more than, say, a few changes tomorrow?
I have nothing to say about that, to be honest. I don't think that I get any information until tomorrow about the lineup of Chelsea. I don't think so. Why should I give any? We are really competitive. We really want to win that game. It's nothing. I think as well.
The games that you're in as well at the moment. That was all.
Yeah. So we will see. So you can. That's always. I have to make decisions. I will make decisions, and it will be a really strong side. And it will for sure not. I will not even name the number of changes I make, and it will. But it will not be the max. And it will not be the minimum. It's all between then. We will see. One I already confirmed, so it cannot be nil. Yeah, and it will for sure not be 11. So we will have a good team, and I really want to see us playing good football because it's our rhythm. We are used to play 3 times a week. So let's do it. That's all.
They've also made changes as well to the competition. The fact there's no extra time this time, it goes straight after 90, it'll go to penalties to decide that. Is that an advantage, or does that...
Very sensible. That? Very sensible. Finally, they did that because it's just... We want to have a decision after the game and not... however the decision is made, we all have the same chance. You can win the game during the 90 minutes, or you win it then in extra time, which didn't happen too often. But it kills pretty much, not in the first round for us, of course not, but if it's round 3, 4, whatever, then you have the problem, the intensity, then it's October, November, and then or December even, and then it's too much. And you play extra time, and the opponent of the weekend is sitting in front of the television and is happy. So I'm really fine with penalty shoot after it, if necessary, and then one winner and one loser, and that's gone.
Jurgen, you had to sub Virgil van Dijk the other day. Is there any update? Is he okay to play?
He is much better. Still a bit. It's painful. So nothing else. But painful is already not too good. But so we will see how we deal with that. But it's already better. It's nothing how we thought already after the game. Not too serious, but it's not nothing. So he needs that needs to settle for sure. And didn't speak to him today, so we will see how he comes here today, and then we make a decision about him.
In general, how pleased are you with your defensive lineup and not giving opponents chances?
That's not only the defensive liner, so we all know that. If that's like this, then it's about the whole team. You cannot defend only with the last 4. That's quite difficult, and you will face a lot of shots, a lot of situations where it's difficult to deal with. So yes, so far so good. So it's clear we won a few games, and that you cannot win these games if you are not if your performances were not positive. They were positive, but they're already in the past. So tomorrow night we have to prove that again, and on Saturday again, on Wednesday again, on Saturday again. So that's quite still a very intense period, and so yeah, we feel ready for that, but we have to show that we are really ready tomorrow.
Yeah. At this point in your Liverpool career, how important is it that you get a trophy this season?
I don't know exactly. The good thing is, in this moment, I cannot get a trophy, so I don't have to think about that. They will. You can get them in the first one, probably in March, and all the rest May also. Yeah. So nothing to really. Don't think about trophies in a moment. Absolutely not. And what we are thinking about is how we can win football games and how we can improve our game. Where we have a lot of space for improvement. So, and that's what we are working on. But I really, if you have a target, an aim, whatever, and you think about that too much and not about the next step, you will struggle. So we are complete in our situation, and everything is fine.
And on how many fronts is it realistic for the squad to be able to fight for trophies this season? How many tournaments?
I don't know. I have really no idea, but we don't have to think about that as well. So it's for tomorrow. It has no reason to think about anything else than about going through in the next round. So, and it's possible, it's difficult against Chelsea, but possible, yeah. and I have no idea. And then we play at, I don't know exactly when all the other competitions start. So it's don't know when is the FA Cup starting in January. So then we think about FA Cup. Until then, we only think about 3 competitions, but we have enough time to play the games. So that's no problem. So I really, as long as we don't have a big injury, blow, whatever, we are ready for the games. We only have to make then right decisions lineup wise, and that's what I try again tomorrow.
Could I just get a check on Lovren, Lallana, Origi, if any of these guys have a chance of being involved?
Dejan looks actually quite good. Trained completely normal now 4 times, I think. And had a very intense period before that, so he trained really with the fitness guys already for sure 10 days or so before we took him then in normal training. So he looks ready. Divock is not far away but it's an ankle thing. It's a very unfortunate situation, and we will be very careful. The ankle was his problem, what he had after the Everton game years ago, so he will be back. I'm pretty sure next week or so, but not now. And Adam is trained with the team, not the full session, but will now come back step by step. So. About tomorrow, I don't know, but will not be that long anymore, for sure. He's in a good way.
Solanke's sort of back in the mix.
Thomas is completely back.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go back on the second row for Wesley Barrow. Anything from you?
Jurgen, what have you just made of Chelsea start under Sarri, because he joined in the middle of July? Remarkable, isn't it?
It is. It is the biggest change I ever saw in such a short period of time of system. Wow. Style completely. That's what a manager he is. To be honest, I'm pretty much a supporter of him since I saw them playing at Naples. That's outstanding football, and now doing it in a very interrupted preseason without a lot of players involved. Okay, Chelsea maybe was a bit fortunate with the players, but Aiden was not there, and Giroud not, and all that stuff. So a few players were out. Starting the season, and you see immediately the impact. All my respect. It's really good to watch, and good job so far, I have to say. So I know that people always were talking about then, I don't know exactly why, but about City is clear, about us I'm not 100% sure, but about being champion at the end of the season, whatever. I completely forgot Chelsea. I cannot. This team is experienced. They won the title already, I'm not sure, but 80% of them probably twice, and they know how it works, and so that's a really good group, really strong.